All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out here. You can feel Derby approaching in the air, so a lot of different activities going on. I'd like to recognize Councilman Tom Owen for being with us here today and his lifelong commitment to the bicycle and alternative transportation. You're looking good. Good job. Good job. Let's hear it for the councilman here. You have some prepared remarks later on, don't you? A lot of them. Okay. I also want to thank our whole tech team for making this possible here today. When I talk about this, you'll see what we're talking about. But I think it's just really neat when our tech team brings city government alive to our citizens, and you'll see this through the solution that we have here today. So I want to thank the Department of IT for building our application. Way to go, folks. Y'all looking good out here in the public today. Our logic team as well, which is our city mapping team, and then, of course, GIS and Public Works as well. So it took all of them to come together to pull this together. So we appreciate that. Now, as we all know, government works best when we work in partnership with our citizens, and one of the ways that we're experiencing this right now is our public comment period that we've got going on with Move Louisville and Cool 502. That's the Urban Heat Island study. So when we put these studies out, we fully recognize that our citizens are going to have some good ideas on how we can enhance these reports. So we're in the public comment period for right now. It's a 60-day period, so we're listening to what folks have to say, and obviously that's how strong partnerships are built. Now, one of the things that we all want and that we all work for is to have a clean and green city every day. So if you got desire for a clean city, and then you'll have a desire for something that you don't want to have, most everybody, and that is a parking ticket. I've never met anybody that tells me they're excited about getting a parking ticket. So when you put together a clean city and parking tickets and think about that as you want a clean city and no parking ticket, then our question is how can we achieve that together? So let's now talk about street sweeping and how that comes into play. Every day, our hard-working folks at Public Works get out early with street sweeping machines, like the one that you see behind us here, to clean specific routes in the city. Now, unfortunately, and I'm sure that you all have seen this as citizens as well, sometimes cars are left on the street blocking our street sweepers from doing their job, and that is a bummer. So for whatever reason, sometimes people don't seem to notice the signs like the ones that are posted right behind us here on street sweeping day. So they either elect not to see it or they see it and say, whatever. So when that happens, what people come out and they get a ticket, or even worse, the car has been towed. Not a good way to start your day. The numbers are pretty staggering. In 2015, we issued 12,938 parking tickets related to street sweeping. And then many of those vehicles were towed as well. We wish that we were issuing zero. We don't want to be issuing these tickets. We know this is a huge headache for drivers, and of course some of them share their thoughts with us in very clear terms as well. But we also know that our citizens want a clean city. So we're all living here together in the city, so we got to give and take a little bit. That means you got to move your car when we sweep the streets. Now you can imagine too, you're coming to work, you're on the street sweeping team, you want to do a good job, you're coming down the street, you got a good run, and you see a car parked there and it's not moving. That really hurts the quality of the product, and then it hurts the pride that people have in doing their job as well. So we need to do better. So help is on the way. Starting now, Louisville residents can sign up to receive electronic alerts when street sweeping is coming to their area. So this will be a great new convenience. To sign up for the alerts, just go to louisvilleky.gov and look for the My Louisville box at the bottom of the page. Enter an address and then follow the brief instructions for choosing text or email alerts. Anybody that signs up will get 2 alerts in advance of street sweeping. One comes a full week ahead of time, and the other the day before the sweeping occurs. The alerts, of course, will be in addition to the signs, so we're going to keep with the signs, and they'll continue to be posted by 5 p.m. on the business day preceding street sweeping. Now, anybody who subscribes to the automatic alerts won't have to worry about seeing the signs. They'll come there, The signs will be there, but then the alerts will come directly to cell phone or computer. The idea, obviously, is to increase our ability to keep the city clean and greatly decrease the number of parking tickets that we issue in the process. But it's only going to work if people sign up. So go to LouisvilleKY.gov, look for the My Louisville box, and sign up. Just remember, we don't like to give people tickets, but there's an agreement when you're in a city on what you want to do and what you're not supposed to do, so sometimes that's required. But we don't want to give you a ticket. We don't want to tow your vehicle. So pay attention to the signs, sign up for the alerts, and then you'll be good to go. Now, Keith Hackett, he's with Metro Solid Waste Management. He's our director, been doing a good job for a long time, is here to say a little bit more about street sweeping. Keith.
Good morning, and thank you, Mayor Fisher, for your leadership. And on behalf of our director, Vanessa Burns, and all the men and women that do the street sweeping and do everything in our department, we are grateful for this because, again, this helps us to give you a better product, as Mayor Fisher has said, to ensure that our streets are clean. And when our streets are clean, our community is clean. And we just want to be sure that we're doing it the best we can do it. And so we're asking people to please sign up and to do that for us, and we'll be sure to get these streets done. I just want to take this opportunity to really thank our department for the great job that they do, and the supervisors and the managers that are here. And also, this is a partnership with all of our citizens. So again, we look forward to this, and we are so grateful for IT for what all they have done to help us to get through this. And these are just things that we want to do, again, to provide a better service and a better service to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. Also, too, obviously, the Derby is now 9 days away. So just a reminder to everybody, please clean up around your house. If there's public areas that you think need some assistance, please do that as well. You'll be seeing everybody in the city and the state out cleaning right now, but it's always nice to have a good look for our citizens. So please give us some help on that. Now, when you think about street sweeping, areas that have the biggest problem with this are those with the highest concentration of on-street parking. So like here in Louisville, where David James is our Metro Councilman, the Highlands, where Tom Owens is our councilman as well. So Councilman James is here with us today. He represents District 6, which includes Old Louisville, and has really been pushing hard for this day. So, Councilman, please say a few words.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm just very thankful to Mayor Fisher, and I'm thankful to Solid Waste Management and Public Works and the great guys at IT, because you all made this happen. But if you look right down the street here on 3rd Street on the east side of the street there, you'll see some cars are still sitting there as we are cleaning the street for the mini marathon this weekend. And so, as the mayor was saying, we really try to get the streets clean, but we can't do it when people park their cars there. And so we end up doing half of a good job. And so our people at Solid Waste and Public Works, they work really hard to try and keep our streets clean. And they can't always, because citizens leave their cars in the street, and the city ends up ticketing or towing them, and that just leads to a very frustrating time. And so with the technology that's available today, the mayor's office, IT, we're all working together to try and make sure that people know to move their vehicles so that we can have clean streets. And it's very important. So I just want to say thank you to the mayor for all this effort, and thank you to everybody right here, because you all made it happen, and it was a long time coming, but we got it done. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, everybody. So this might seem like a simple thing, but it's super critical to keep a city clean. It really sets the tone for everybody. So we've had good success with these text alerts and email alerts through Code Red. So now we're going to expand that, obviously, here with keeping our streets clean. So that's fantastic. So again, thanks to our tech team for getting this done.
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro government.